starts, right? That's what we're going to get, though, for you trying to head out to the game at Wrigley Field this evening, or, well, really later this afternoon. The forecast is for rain, and, of course, that is an outdoor game. So I'd say bring your poncho. The saving grace, upper 60s, lower 70s, so it's not a cold rain. You'll just be sitting in the rain for hours. Headed to Tropicana Field, where we're going to be hot through the afternoon and into the evening with a chance for storms. Now, this stadium actually does have a roof. It's the only non-retractable roof, so if you're walking to the game, maybe some storm action, but once you get inside, you'll be just fine. Headed to Minute Maid Park, where the Athletics are taking on the Astros. It is going to be hot. The heat index up into the 90s, so hydrate, hydrate, hydrate through the afternoon, and hopefully you have some seats where you can get some shade. And then this is what it's looking like as we head through the day tomorrow, even hotter. We're talking about feels like temperatures in the triple digits, which tells me you got to make sure you're drinking plenty of water if you're going to this game. So many fantastic options to have.
I'm pretty basic, though, when it comes to my food, so I'm probably just kind of like a butter. Oh, I do like hash browns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, how do I like my potatoes? Like French fries. That's how I like my potatoes.
French fries?
There we go.
All right, let's take it to Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Say the Outer Banks. Water temperatures in the Gulf in the mid and upper 80s, so it is like bath water. That's pretty much the temperature just offshore, off the east coast of Florida as well. The UV index today making it up into the extreme levels at an 11 for most of these places, so make sure that you put the sunblock on before you're even going outdoors. Even if you don't think you're going to be spending much time outside, you'd be surprised how much sun you're actually getting. And Pensacola, a good chance for some storms as we move through the day today. Temperatures in the mid 80s, not much warmer than the actual water temperatures of the Gulf. Let's head to Panama City Beach, where you'll be in the lower 80s. Storms are going to be around. Might not be the best beach day ever. Maybe save that as we look towards your weekend. Let's head a little bit farther south now along the southwest coast. Clearwater, upper 80s is where you'll be. Should be, I don't know, not a bad beach day there. Burn time about 10 minutes, though, so you want to make sure you've got the sunblock on. To Miami, where scattered storms will be in the forecast. You got an easterly wind that's going to increase your risk of rip currents as well. So just make sure you're being safe. If you have the option of swimming closer to a lifeguard, maybe do that. We're going to see a lot of the same pattern up and down the east coast of Florida to Vero Beach, where you're in the upper 80s. You've got that chance for a few scattered storms later on this afternoon. A little bit of a very light breeze there. And a little bit farther north, looking to Daytona Beach, where you'll be in the lower 90s. And you'll want to make sure you're hydrating, because that can wear you out pretty quickly, because we'll have the humidity around as well. Steph.
Thankfully, no hurry.
And as maybe you're heading off to work, let's see, what time is it? It's 7:02, so 6:02. Maybe as you're heading off of work, it'll be just fine. It's actually going to continue clearing out there, and it's going to end up being a nice afternoon, but you'll see all of this has to completely move out first. So a little bit of a stormy start there in Des Moines, but the good news is you get it out of the way, and then by your Friday afternoon, you'll be able to go to your favorite rooftop or whatever you want to do there in Des Moines. Milwaukee, Madison, not so much the case. You're starting out with rain, heavy at times. This is going to be the ponding on the roadways to give yourself a little bit of extra time to get to work type of morning. Pack your lunch type of lunch hour, because you don't want to go out in this. And then even as you're heading through the afternoon and you're getting off, most of that should have cleared out, but there still could be just a few sprinkles around there early mid-afternoon. Let's head to Chicago now and get the timing on this for you. A few showers early on, and then watch what happens. Late morning, lunchtime, afternoon, you've got that rain moving through, and not just rain, maybe some gusty winds, maybe some heavy blinding rain at times. In Chicago, this is going to be one of those Friday evenings where you plan indoor activities. And a quick look at Indianapolis, where you're going to have most of this activity building in after sunset, so it's your Friday night where you're really feel those impacts in Indianapolis.